Yo, what's up, boss? Frank here. Super excited to present you with this video here today, which is an interview I did with Austin J. Becker, who has quickly become one of the top high ticket affiliates for Legendary Marketer and one of the top TikTokers in the affiliate marketing space. I mean, the guy just literally kind of transitioned from some other online business models, started a TikTok, and blew up overnight. Very smart entrepreneur, awesome at going viral, really cool dude, and he's gonna have a lot of great nuggets in this video right here for you guys that are focused on high ticket affiliate marketing. Before I get into the video, of course, subscribe to this channel right here so you can get more videos and interviews, information just like this. Without further ado, let's get into the interview. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the Digital Boss Life. I am Frank, and I'm super pumped up today. I got a very special guest, Austin Becker, who has quickly become one of the top affiliates for Legendary Marketer, a great entrepreneur online, a superstar on TikTok very quickly, even though he modestly might tell you that he stays quiet online. But you can learn a lot from Austin. Super excited to pump up to have him here today. Austin, what's up, man? And tell us a little bit about your story, man. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Thanks for having me. Just quick background from me and what I do. Obviously, you guys see I do affiliate marketing with the Legendary and stuff on TikTok. My background will come from being online since about 2015, 2016. I got started in the e-commerce space. Amazon, Shopify, drop shipping, everything that everybody sees, all the shiny objects and the gurus talking about. I've done all of it. I even had a marketing agency. And then over the course of the years, I come to the realization that, so I've had ups and downs like everybody. I started Shopify. I've been DMC'd on some websites. That's digital media, like copywriting and stuff. So it's pretty much, it's like a cease and desist, pretty much. Stop doing this. Here's a slap on the wrist. I've been on Amazon, got a lot of brands, or not a lot, but I've got I guess you would say I got recognized because I ended up getting sued 2 times. That comes obviously with recognition because someone's like, oh, look, they're doing the same thing as me and we don't want their competition, blah, blah, blah. That came with a trademark lawsuit and copyright design patent. So we had design patents and stuff like that. So there's issues that I've come to the realization with e-commerce that kind of led me more towards the focus of affiliate marketing in the growth of my affiliate marketing journey, because affiliate marketing, you really, I'm not saying there's not obstacles or hurdles that could come into place and stuff that can't happen, but it's more of a hands-off approach and you only focus on the marketing aspect of things. So you can do it without products. It's more sustainable. You don't really have to reinvest into your business as much as you have to with, let's say, products. So if I sell $10,000 worth of products, well, for me to scale, I got to invest on my profits. Whereas with affiliate marketing, it's not really about investing all your profits back in because you're not buying products. You're not giving physical products out. All you're doing is driving more traffic. You may reinvest in ads, but you don't have to reinvest as much, I guess you would say, as far as your profits and stuff like that. So I see it's more measurable, more sustainable. It's a great way for beginners to get started. And it's a great way for growth. So I definitely do love affiliate marketing. That's kind of my transition moving forward. Yes, I'll still do e-commerce. I've been doing it for years, but I want to make affiliate marketing my main focal point for the most part.
So that's pretty incredible, man. And you kind of like me, I've been in the game before, bounced around between different models, worked with a lot of gurus, spent a lot of money on coaching. Looks like you've had more success than I have. I'm still working on those aspects, but I came back around to affiliate marketing where I kind of started in affiliate marketing 6 years ago and eventually circled back around to it. But I guess a lot of people we speak to, we do this thing as affiliate marketers where we're okay, affiliate marketing is the shit for a beginner, and all these other models are dog shit, right? Affiliate marketing is the shit for you. These other models don't work. And you're coming from those other models where you've been successful at them and now coming into affiliate marketing. So I guess let's talk about what would be the difference for a beginner coming from a guy who's done all these other business models and drop shipping,
Yeah, yeah.
in that aspect?
That's a great question. So the whole reason for behind all the fact that all the hype about affiliate marketing being a better business model and whatnot, then it's not that it's a better business model. It's easier to get into than, I would say, drop shipping or Amazon FBA or something like that. The reason for this being is you could get up and going in a day. Like, you can literally be like, okay, I can absorb knowledge, I can understand the concepts, and I can apply this today, because the fact you don't have to worry about branding your own product, design, logistics, sourcing, infrastructure. You don't have to have a team. You don't have to do so many things that are involved in running a business. All you have to do is partner with somebody that has a business that has all of those things, and then you got to bring them a customer. I don't care who that company is. It could be Walmart, it could be eBay, it could be Best Buy, it could be Amazon, it could be digital info products like Legendary, it could be fitness products for weight loss, like it could be coaches, like personal trainer coaches. They'll do the same thing. You could honestly do this for your local mom and pop's a hairstylist or something like that. Like, if I go get a haircut, she's like, hey, if you tell a friend about me, I'm gonna give you a free haircut. This has been going around for so long, and it's really just a referral partnership. So the thing is, it's not new. You're not trying to reinvent the wheel, and all you're doing is trying to drive traffic to something that is proven. Hopefully, as long as you pick a proven concept, you want to have a proof of concept in the business model, but you're not trying to build anything at first. I'm saying, like, you're not worried about building businesses. Yeah, you want to build a sustainable affiliate marketing business, but you're not building the actual I guess the infrastructure of this corporation or something of that nature, I guess you would say. And so the introductory level for like beginners, it just makes more sense, because, like, let's go way back to when I started e-commerce. Well, I sourced tens of thousands of dollars of products. Cool, because that was all the money I had. I was like, well, let's invest all our money in products. Products get to wherever they're supposed to get to. Well, I didn't save any money for marketing, because I was like, hey, look, I got 20 grand. We need 20 grand in products. Boom, let's get them.
All in. Oh,
Yeah. And now I get all these products, and they're like, oh shit, dude, you got to advertise. You got to pay to advertise. I was hold on. I thought people just buy stuff. It doesn't work that way. So people are so focused on, because like, I remember in my mentality is, well, I have a tangible product. I know I could sell it. Well, yeah, I got to get it in front of people, and that costs money. I'm not saying it costs money, but it costs, like, you, because you can do organic, but if I'm already investing 30-40 grand in a business, well, I want it to go fast. You know what I'm saying? The difference with affiliate marketing is you could get started really slow, and you could grow it gradually, literally with very minimal investments, very little capital, some software programs and stuff you need, what would you call it? Whatever you want to say, stuff you have to have, softwares, web hosting, and stuff like that, non-negotiables, right? You have to have that stuff. You can't run an online business. I have people like, hey, can I start an online business without the internet? I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. They actually say without a laptop, but it's the same thing in my eyes. I'm like, dude, 2021, if your phone costs more than your car every month, you should have a laptop.
I can't believe how many people don't have a computer.
Dude, it drives me insane. I got two in the other room I don't even use. I'm like, hey, man, you guys you need a computer. And so that it's just the introductory. It allows everybody to be able to do this. And that's what I see from it. And no, yes, you could build. It's uncapped market. You can make 7 figures a year. I'm not going to lie to people and say that it's going to be easy or it's really that attainable, but it can be done. But like, let's say if you want to get like 8 figures, you would have to build your own programs and stuff at that time, or your own products.
Yeah.
There's a time that you have to pivot, but a 6-figure per year business, anybody could do, in my honest opinion. So that's why I like it. And like I said, it doesn't take as much money to get started.
Yeah. It's simpler. And that's kind of always my big point to people coming from a situation where, I was a business owner, land-based business owner, gym owner. There's just stuff that you got to do. You got to know, you have to manage multiple systems. You have to manage people. You got to sell stuff. You got to be able to do sales. You got to be able to deliver
that stuff's
hard.
That's actually complex. And that's when people get so overwhelmed. There's a difference between making money and running a business. Like, some people run a business at a loss, and it's hard to run a business, because they're worried about everybody else in the business getting paid. And so it's not easy to run the business. It's a whole different mindset. running a business, growing a team, and scaling all of the stuff that you could really just partner with as a beginner, become an affiliate for, just get referral commissions, and go about it that way until you're ready to take that next step. It's just a great introductory rate. And then again, you don't have to, the thing about it is, what was I going to say? Shit, go ahead. I don't forgot, but I'll remember here in a minute.
Yeah, I want to touch on, simple business model, low startup cost, low barrier to entry. Don't have to do all the other business aspects that, maybe later on you'll eventually learn. And as you mentioned, you can scale 6 figures, 7 figures in a simple business model where someone's created the other product. You're partnering with someone that's already has a trajectory like this, right?
That's it.
But you touched on something, is that, if you intend on being a 7-8 figure entrepreneur, you might decide that or not. You can kind of get there, but eventually you might transition. So I think a lot of people don't really you can stay 6 set, you could even make 7 figures, some affiliates make, but a lot of people I think don't understand it's so beginner friendly that it's almost a beginner step, like the beginner stepping stone to now having success online, depending on how you step into it.
Absolutely. You'll learn so much because marketing, affiliate market, if you could drive traffic to somebody else's business, you could drive traffic to yours once you could build yours. So what you learn along the way, and again, you build your business. Yeah, this is a thing. You are building a business. You build your business around your lifestyle. So if you want your business to be all affiliate marketing, and you can make a passive 500, 600, whatever, even 100 grand per year, and you live that lifestyle that you want because the business allows you to, and you don't want a team, then perfect. This is a great opportunity for you. And then if you want to continue to scale past that and build a team and all of that, perfect. This is great for that. You could keep growing it in the direction you want your lifestyle to be. So that's another reason I love it. Because a beginner, if you go one direction, and the thing is, you want to focus on one direction. Most people are getting shiny object syndrome and going in so many directions, but this direction allows you at any given time to pivot in the direct direction that you want to go, utilizing the whole marketing and internet business model that you learn. So that's what, whereas if I go into launching my supplement company like I did, it's one direction. It's physical products, it's supplements. I can't pivot that at any given point in time. I can't do anything different with that. It is what it is. If I want to start selling shirts, well, now I'm an apparel company. It's a different company. It's not even the same. So that's the difference when you learn this versus, let's say, that. And I'm not saying those are bad business models. They're just not as interchangeable, I guess you would say, as affiliate marketing.
So yeah, so I'll often quote that as a benefit. Is one of the things that I do, Austin. I don't know if you know, man, I'm a hip hop artist as well. So one of the reasons why I chose affiliate marketing was less back end work for myself, so I could do a little bit more on my hip hop stuff, right? But also, the flexibility, right? Like you not only can you pivot and change business models, which usually in online business, for a lot of people that don't know the game, is like into your own stuff, right? Your own programs, your own coaching and stuff like that, right? But I mean, you could switch products easily. You could be in one product and you can have multiple products, right? Or you could just say, hey, this product is not working, I want to switch, I want to go over here. You're not married to anything, right?
That's right. You
touched on something before, I think is pretty important. I want to go back to. So we touched on a thing that's, shiny object syndrome, or people, and I get this probably as much as you do. And when I hear it, I'm just kind of like, I love the motivation, but let's dial you in a little bit, right? It's people who think, and some of it might be, in the affiliate space, we sell hustles, we sell side hustles, we sell this idea of passive income. And then you'll get people that come to you, and before they've created one thing successfully, they want to tell you about the 4 or 5 side hustles that they want to put into play. And I have a statement, and it's like, if you're doing having multiple side hustles is not a flex, because that means you're not doing anything well. But I think people, and it comes from a great place, right? It comes from a place of motivation. But I think people are just misinformed about how difficult it is to actually make one thing, to focus on one thing, but then trying to do multiple things at a time. And you touched on that. So why don't you go into a little bit how you view that?
So I feel like the biggest thing is everyone has this common misconception because they see it everywhere. You have to have 7 streams of income. Every billionaire has it. Guess what? They didn't make $1 million with 7. They made $1 billion with 7. So if you're not building, if your business isn't multiple 6 figures or 7 figures, you don't need more than one. You don't need more than one stream of income. Like, and that's where a lot of people, because the thing is, honestly, I don't know what the data is. It's insane though. Like if you get into like actual focus and you're working and you're in that state of mind and then you get distracted, it takes you about 15 minutes to get back in the state of mind. So the problem is when you have more than one side hustle, your focal point is, so let's say we have 4. That means I'm only putting 25% effort in any given one at any given time because I have 3 other ones that are thinking about in my subconscious mind, or they're back there. Or if I'm only allocating 25% of the day to this, 25% of the day to this, 25% of the day to this, it's all branched out to only giving a quarter of my time to each and every one of them. Well, now if I'm giving 25% of my efforts to one, but I get distracted during my state of mind, well, now literally if let's say we were down to an 8-hour day, that means I had 2 hours to focus on this. Well, then I get distracted by a text message or an email or a phone call. Well, now, you know what? I'll probably only put 10 minutes into my business. Whereas if I'm running 8 hours on focusing on something and perfecting it, then it's just going to be better. Like that's honestly, that's like when people finally get to that point of life, like in their online entrepreneurial journey, or not even online, just any entrepreneurial journey, where they get to leave their 9-to-5 job to focus on this full time, it changes them for the rest of their life because of the fact they can focus on it so much more instead of focusing on work or school or the tasks associated with a distraction, because anything else is a distraction if it doesn't actually benefit you on your journey, in a specific journey. And you're never ready to move to a next second side hustle until that one is automated without you in place. So if you don't have a team, you don't have systems in place, you don't have standard operating procedures, you don't have everything going for that business, you're not ready to move. Because that's like people trying to learn Facebook ads and YouTube ads at the same time. I'm like, hold up, guys, focus on one until you master one, then pivot. You master it, you delegate it, then you pivot and you learn something different. Don't learn TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook groups all at the same time. I see a lot of people doing that right now. And I'm not going to lie, if you guys pay attention to me, you'll see I'm growing a YouTube channel right now. But I'm focusing 100%. In my mind, that's all I care about. If anything else is declining in my business, I don't care because that's not my focal point. If I'm losing commissions on affiliate stuff over here or there, that's fine for me. I could lose it. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect, like, it's not my goal. My goal right now is to grow my YouTube channel to XYZ and by this amount of time. That if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. Then I need to keep doing it. So understanding what your focal point is on anything, it could be fitness, it could be your growth in your business, it could be anything. Create this time frame and just focus on one thing and delegate the rest. I don't want to get into too much on other things about that, but that's how I do my whole life. Like once you get, because there's a time when you have to think, like once you get like you've grown your business and you're doing what you want, and you get to actually step back. I have to work all day, but when I'm working towards a goal. It doesn't have to be, I have to work for some monetary thing. I have to work for a goal. So like maybe 3 months out of the year, I'm gonna like, my goal is to be in the best shape of my life. So that's the number one priority to me while my business is automated at that given point in time. So I'm always setting new goals and setting new, and it's different. Like I may want to go learn how to go surfing this year or well, I don't know how to do that. So that's something else I don't know how to do, right? Like parasailing. Or I don't think kiteboarding. Let's do kiteboarding. I will focus 3 to 6. And so like when I have free time or downtime, that's what I would do that instead of always, because you don't want to always just focus on business because you're not even focusing at that point in time. That's not even a thing. And people are like, I work 18 hours a day. No, you don't. You sit around for 12.
So you punch the clock. Like
yeah. So I'll step back and let you take over. I get carried away on that stuff. But
Well, just to touch on that, I think personally, I think time is probably the worst measurement as an entrepreneur. I think it's the worst thing we could possibly measure ourselves by, because it's in the context or the mind frame of being in school and looking at the clock and waiting for it to be done, or being at a 9 to 5. So I think entrepreneurs need to focus more on tasks,
That's it.
specific completion of specific tasks, right? There's so much stuff we could touch on. Let me go back a little bit. So I'm gonna double back to something you said earlier after this, but you're huge on TikTok, right? Because I remember just a couple weeks back, it was
Yeah, I feel small compared to some people.
in our marketplace, right? Because I follow most of the legendary guys, right? So in our marketplace, and the legendary marketer and affiliate marketers, we're not chicks shaking our asses the whole time, right? So we don't blow up because of that. Not that I have a problem with that. I'm good with that. I enjoy those things as well, but not knocking that. You're big on TikTok in our marketplace. I remember a couple of weeks back, just kind of looking. I think you were at like 80 or 90, and I'm kind of watching. I'm like, okay, you got to pay attention to this guy. He's really good at this stuff. Next thing I look, it's like 150. Next time I looked, it's like 200. Now it's like 375. You're huge on TikTok, right? Or you mentioned that YouTube is your big goal. So kind of talk about how you interplay those things and work them together.
So and that's the good thing about TikTok. It allows you to actually integrate, embed, whatever word you want to use here, tie your YouTube directly to your profile. So, and you got to think, TikTok is short form content, YouTube is long form content. So if I know people are engaging with short form content to a little bit, then I could bring them over to long form content, and hopefully at which point in time you build a better relationship with anybody during the long form content, because you could convey a message better, ultimately leading to the conversion of a sell in our business model, because we're online business. That's the end game, right? So the thing is, you get to actually build what we call the flywheel effect if you use these platforms correctly. So even if you're not focusing, I would say, like I said, don't focus on multiple things, focus on one. But with the flywheel effect, you could drive traffic to, I don't focus on Instagram at all. And I've gained 1,500 followers on Instagram. I'm at 6,500, but I went from like 49 something to 6,400, I think, or 6,300. I know I'm over 6,000. So at least 1,000, they came from TikTok, and I never once told them to. So that's the flywheel effect when people start clicking around trying to just find you. So it's the same thing with YouTube. I'm using the flywheel effect to bring people to YouTube. But on TikTok, I tell them to check out my YouTube to finish the video in long form content for the most part. So that's how I'm using that. And the reason I'm doing that is obviously I understand the power of YouTube and the longevity of YouTube. Whereas I know nothing about TikTok. They said they were going to sell last year, which they did to Oracle, blah, blah, blah. They said they were going to shut down, which I never believed in also again. So that's just the thing, understanding you don't want to only be focused on one place, but you want to focus on one place at a time. So if you see, I don't post as much on TikTok. I need to, but again, I have certain goals in line on YouTube that I'm trying to hit during this last 3 months. Like I've hit them so far for the most part. So that's where it works. Just building that flywheel effect, driving traffic. Even if you don't have a YouTube right now, even if you don't have Instagram, go create one and stick those links in the bio so people that do want to naturally migrate over there can. Don't focus a lot of time on there, but maybe dedicate one day to it or something like that. Like on Mondays, I'm going to record 2 or 3 YouTube videos. That way they're out there for the week for people that are in here. If you feel like it could benefit your business, don't do this. If you just it just depends what your ultimate end game is. And for me, it would be YouTube for long-term growth.
Yeah. I view it the same way. I need to kind of step up my YouTube channel. This video will be a great addition to it. Lots of gems in here. But I think, for people coming into, a lot of people will know you and know me from Legendary Marketer, right? So Legendary is one of the early adopters to TikTok. So I think sometimes maybe they'll think that, TikTok is the big goal. And here you are, one of the top TikTok stars in our marketplace, but you're thinking, YouTube is really the long-term play. So you have this, you kind of have this fast engine, short-term growth on something that really is to grow your long-term business strategy, which is something like YouTube.
I've noticed, this is something. So I've noticed that there's a huge misconception, I guess, about how affiliate marketing and stuff works in general. It seems like with people I've seen coming in to different programs, whatever you want to say, and people don't understand. Like, yeah, I look long term. I build businesses. I'm not looking for money quick. If I want quick money, that's easy to get. All I got to do is talk to people. People don't understand. It is so easy to get money. All you got to do is talk to a couple of people and ask them for it, because money comes from somebody else. And the only way for them to give it to you is to ask for it. So it's super simple to get money. The thing is, I'm building a long-term business, and I understand long-term on TikTok, maybe not be there. Even if it is, it doesn't matter. The audience on TikTok maybe not be the audience I need, but it may help me grow YouTube faster, because the chances of growing a YouTube channel as fast as I just did it are impossible without the use of virality from another platform like TikTok that has that. YouTube doesn't have that virality exposure to new channels. They don't. It's impossible. I went from 0 to 16,000 subscribers in 1 month. That's not possible. I went from 0 to over $3,000 in ad revenue in a month and a week. I monetized December 21st. That's not possible on a new YouTube channel that doesn't have a way to get traffic to it, because YouTube won't show it to anybody. However, if I tell people, and I could tell people in a viral video from somewhere else, then ultimately we'll grow it, ultimately allowing YouTube to now favor my content and favor my channel to now show it to people, because I do have that. I have grown exponentially relatively quickly. Like, wow, people do like him. Then now they show it. Now they're choosing to show it in the search bar. I don't have to rank for as much. And then I could use that virality from other platforms that offer that, because YouTube doesn't offer virality for new. They just don't. They don't. You got to pay attention to trends. You got to pay attention to the people, and you got to understand. Like, I understand my audience on TikTok may not be the audience for the offer that I'm currently offering. So if I could push them over to somewhere, because ultimately we're into the high ticket space, right?
Mhm.
I can't convey a message or persuade anybody really to spend high ticket in a 30 to 60-second video. It's really, really hard. But if I could build that know, like, and trust factor in a long form content video, couple minutes or something like that, better relationships, and also have more points of contact, because that initial point of contact, them people may never see me again on TikTok, even if I did get 800,000 views. If they didn't follow anything, it's not measurable. I can't use it. I can't do anything with it.
Yep.
So I'm doing what I know that I can do with it, that I could sustain with it.
Sure. As every good, and it's a brilliant strategy, and probably what a lot of beginners need to understand is, again, TikTok is the fast growth engine that may or may not be here tomorrow. And while it's hot, you're using it to grow, which should be a long-term strategy. Like you said, the flywheel effect or omnipresence to build a huge sustainable business over time, to have multiple avenues of traffic coming into you, but also in marketing and sales in general, the relationship matters. So how do you build a good relationship over time, right? Multiple touch points, the longer communication, the longer form messages, and as many times as I could speak to them, I can get them onto YouTube from my TikTok. I'm going to have a greater ability to sell someone who's more invested in a 20 to 30 minute video, and maybe a few of those, that's probably more likely to purchase a high ticket product than somebody on TikTok who's just doing this and just see something that might just be viral content, right? It's a different person.
That's right. And big thing there is I don't, like you just said, sell somebody. I don't sell people. So that's also a big thing. Like, I give them the opportunity to enroll. I want them to know what's out there for them. And this is an enrollment process. If it's a good fit for you, it's a good fit. If not, totally no big deal. That's the difference. And that's why I like that, because a lot of people are going in here all salesy and stuff. And I'm like, well, hold up, guys. That's where you're going to lose people. I never want to sell or convince anybody to purchase, because if they don't make the decision on their own, like they want to do it, then I don't want them to be a part of it, because they're not going to get the change that they need. But if they just need guidance or persuasion, they need to ask somebody, this really does work. Yeah, this really does work. This can change your life. Yes, it can. Totally. I'm here to help persuade them into making the right decision that's best for them, not convince them in making a decision they don't want to make in the first place. But if they're on the fence, it's because they've thought about it. They want to start an online business. They know they need to start one. It can change their life for their family, what have you. It could just help them pay an extra bill, even if it's $1,000 a month. Like that's a car note. Well, I guess that's not some people.
Depends on whose car, right?
That's somebody's house note, I guess. And so like aspects like that, I'm like, $1,000 can change somebody's life. And if they really know that and they believe that and they feel like that they can do what is necessary to do that, and then I enroll them into any programs or offers or whatever may be out there. That's how I look at it. And you can do that and you can express that. Not really in YouTube videos per se, but in your email marketing and stuff like that, I guess. And obviously YouTube is just it's going to be, it's for it's longevity. I know, I just feel it's going to be there longer. It's been around longer and it's measurable.
Yeah. When I think about it, to touch on a few points, so many gold nuggets in here, but when I think about it, it's just, it's search engine versus everything else. You do something, you spend the time to create the time, energy, and effort to create something on YouTube. 5 years from now, someone's going to find it. You put that same energy and effort into creating a Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, it's gone next week. Right.
That's
so
right.
It just makes a lot more sense to park your internet assets like a YouTube. It's an asset online. Someone's going to go look for it 5 years from now, potentially bump into it. Right. It's still accruing value. And that's why you're doing that. As far as, car note, $1,000. Absolutely. Let's be clear. $1,000 would be different for everybody else, but this is the goal. Like what this guy is doing, that's the goal right there. He's proud of what he's created, and everyone out there, it's not like, that's why you're doing this shit. It's okay to have nice stuff. It's okay to create a wonderful lifestyle for you and be super excited about that. Right. Let me go back a little bit and talk about virality on TikTok. When you think about going viral on TikTok, what is your approach to your video creation?
To going viral?
Yes, sir.
Or what do I think is viral? So let's back up a little bit. I'll just touch on both of those. So a lot of people, I could say a beginner with 0 followers could post a video and get 100 views. And what I don't understand is how they get upset about that. It drives me insane to see somebody with 0 followers post a video, get 100 views, and complain, because you want to know what the problem is? They're comparing themselves to somebody else like me who has 375,000 viewers or followers. They're like, well, why do you get 5,000 views? I'm like, well, if you want to do a direct correlation and do a ratio aspect of my followers to my views, well, it sucks because you have 100 views and 0 followers. So you're already way more. I have 375 and I get 5,000 views. That is sad. That's like a micro fractional percentage, but you're upset that you're not getting 5,000 views because you have 0 followers. I'm like, the opportunity is there. So the thing is that they get so discouraged looking at somebody else. Someone with no followers, pretty much to me, they're already going viral with 100, 200, 300 views. That's pretty viral for somebody who has no opportunity for anybody to even see you. Like there's nobody even following you and you've got that. So the thing is they get discouraged way too fast because of numbers that actually make sense. Like those are great numbers. If I could get a 500 views off of an ad and not have to pay for it, like that's awesome. Like, hey, check me out for free to 500 people every single time I post a video. That is phenomenal. You know how much I got to pay for on Facebook ads to get 500 people to view it? Like you got to pay for that. So, and then if you were like talking about, virality, like a couple 100,000 or 1 million views, I've had a couple videos get 6 or 7 million views, right? That's going to come from obviously First off, the algorithm has a lot to do with it, It's way out of your control. Most people like way overcomplicate things. I keep things simple. Like you're in no control of who gets to see your videos. There are things you can do to help this. Post more. That'll help. Um, and then use engaging, like obviously lighting and stuff helps. The algorithm likes good lights because if they can see it, if the algorithm picks up good lighting, it's like they can tell good lighting is a big thing. It's not like I just have bright lights in my room. I'm not like doing anything fancy. I don't use cameras. A lot of people are uploading content from external sources like their camera, and they think, oh, this is how you get better views is have a better camera. I'm like, no, TikTok doesn't like uploaded videos. They like you to record straight from within the app. Same with audio. They want you to use the soundtracks in the app. A lot of people overcomplicate this and think they need to go out. And I see people talking about how to go viral on TikTok. They got 30,000 views and they're using $7,000 cameras. They're like, have a good camera, have a good lens. I'm like, bruh, it's not working. I'm like, and that's because you're off of the app. The app wants you on the app. So you use the camera on the phone, you use trending sounds, and then you pay attention to what big creators are doing because ultimately that stuff's already going viral. And then if you want to get more technical about it, yes, we do have like the hook, the value, and the call to action. That's obviously to drive them to your call to action, which is it could be follow me, like this video, go to the link in my bio, or what have you. That's not going to increase virality at all. The hook at the beginning of the video will something obnoxious, like you guys see people slapping the camera to get you to stop. And that's called a pattern interrupt. In our marketing space, we call that a pattern interrupt. Like on Facebook, you would do something like a purple background, something obnoxious to interrupt the pattern of all the other videos. Because you got to think, if someone's sitting here scrolling, everything looks the same. Yours needs to look different. And that's what will get somebody to stop. Just like when you walk through Walmart, you buy stuff based off of colors and stuff. We buy stuff with our eyes. That's why stuff looks cool. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. What's that? It's just a new Pop-Tart. Mom, it's got a rainbow unicorn on it. That's all it is. It's the rainbow unicorn Pop-Tart.
It's delicious.
It's a pattern interrupt. People are like, what is that? It's just Lucky Charms. Like, it's literally Lucky Charms in a blue box instead of a red one, guys. There's no difference. It's just a pattern interrupt. So it's the same thing. Create a pattern interrupt. I don't care how you do it, whether it be hitting the camera, which is pretty much the only thing everybody's doing now. So it's no longer a pattern interrupt. It could be the color of your shirt. It could be small things. And you'll see some people do it. They'll start running from a different room to the camera. So it's like so zoomed out and they're running in. And there's like, okay, well, what's he got to say? And you're waiting 30 seconds. Well, the longer the video is playing, the better the algorithm because your watch time is higher. So when somebody's running from room to room to tell you 3 words like, I love you, then like, they've already got 45% watch time, which the algorithm likes. So doing stuff like that is really what you have to really do. Like, and obviously it's an entertainment platform. So be entertaining while educating at the same time. And then in my businesses outside of like everything but marketing, we use a 3-tier system. We call it the pain point solution offer. You hit them with a pain point. Hey, are you struggling to go viral on TikTok? Well, if you give me 30 seconds, I'm going to show you 5 tips to help you go viral. And then tip 1 through 5. That's the pain point solution. And then the offer would be the tips or whatever you tell them to do, the call to action, which would be buy my course. Pretty much for the most part is obviously how that works. But I hope that answers.
What's that?
I said, I hope that answers your question. I kind of went all over, but.
Well, I mean, listen, man, a lot of stuff, again, I'm pretty familiar with. I can certainly dial in to the point where you have it, but people need to understand this stuff, right? Need to understand it so they can use the tool that is TikTok, the growth engine that it is, and help grow their brand, grow their business quickly. So I highly recommend checking out Austin because he's a master at this stuff. Also, we got a couple minutes left here, man. What we talked about today is awesome. I mean, I could literally go all day with a guy like you and just pick your brain. So I really appreciate the opportunity. A little bit about more what you do and where people can find you, man.
You can find me on TikTok, Austin J. Becker. And then I'm on Instagram, Austin J Becker. Probably just type Austin Becker. It's got like underscores and stuff because TikTok's impossible to get a good name. Austin J Becker on Instagram. Best place would be TikTok. Just go to Austin J Becker, and then you can go to YouTube, which is Austin Becker, and then Instagram as well. That's where you can find me. If you have questions, you can DM me on Instagram if you want to chat about anything, because I don't check anything else currently. I have an assistant that's going to start doing that. So, because I leave a lot of people hanging and a lot of money in my DMs that I need to collect. So, that's the best place to find me and reach out. And I do all things affiliate marketing for the most part. I can help guide people in that direction, or anything else in e-commerce. I always have affiliate links available to anything. So, no, but that's what I'm there for, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah, guys, Austin J. Becker, man, incredible online entrepreneur and affiliate marketer you can learn a ton from. Definitely check him out. Tons of gold nuggets in this interview right here. I hope to do it again soon, because I probably could ask him about 1,000 questions, but take action on this stuff, guys. Let's thank Austin. Austin, I appreciate the opportunity to chat today, man. Look forward to your continued success, man.
Absolutely, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.